We are going to practice sketching when we are adding within 1000 by regrouping in the ones. So all of our problems in this video will have us regrouping in the ones place only. I'm going to start by sketching my first number. And then I'm going to work on adding those numbers together after I build the second number. My first number is 435, which has 4 hundreds, 3 tens, and 5 ones. When I am sketching, I use squares for hundreds because when we use our base 10 box, those are squares because I have 10 tens. And then I use sticks for my 10 because those have 10 within them. And then I use circles or dots for the ones. And then I have 137. So same process. And when I am sketching, I make sure that I am sketching in that invisible 10 frame. So I have rows of 5 that would make 2 rows of 5 would make 10. And then that would be able to help me clearly see that I have 5 and 2 more is 7. So I can, without having to keep counting on and on and on. So before I do anything else, I'm going to look at this number and at my sketch. And I see that I have 4 and 1 more is 5. 3 and 3 more is 6. 5 and 7 more is 12. So because I have more than 10 in my ones, I'm going to circle that group of 10. That group of 10 is the same as 1 10. So I am thinking in my head that those 10 ones is the same value as one of these 10s over here, which is important as I go to count and write my values at the bottom. I need to make sure that I remember that. So as I'm writing my values for my hundreds, again, I see 4 and 1 more, which is 5. The value of 5 hundreds is 500. Then I have 3 tens plus 3 tens, which is 6 tens, which has the value of 60. And then I have 12 ones. Again, that's a group of 10 and 2 more. So my value for my 12 ones is 12. So now as I go to add up my values, I need to remember that I have 60, but I also have this 110 over here. So when I go to add those, I don't have 562, I have 572. And to make sure that we have that as our final sum correctly, let's count as well. So when I'm counting my hundreds, I'm counting by 100. When I move to count to my tens, I'm counting by 10. And then I'm going to count by ones over my ones. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 510, 520, 530, 540, 550, 560. Since this is one group of 10, I'm going to count that as a group of 10. 570, 571, 572. And that does match my sum. Remember, your sum is greater than your 2 add-ins that you started with. So that one is correct. Let's try another one. Again, I'm going to sketch this one out. If we were building, this would look identical to our build because of how we sketch these numbers using the squares for hundreds, the sticks for tens, and the dots for ones. So I have 219. No matter if I am building or sketching, I want to build one number completely before I go ahead and build the next number. I don't want to just build my hundreds, build my tens, and build my ones. That's where I make most of my mistakes. And again, remembering that invisible 10 frame. So I have 5 hundreds, 6 tens, and 3 ones. I'm going to use my regrouping string if I was building, or a circle if I'm sketching, to show me how I can make a group of 10. 9 and 1 more is 10. So I'm going to circle that and remind myself that that's 110, which has the same value as one of these 10s over here. And I have 2 more, so I'm going to go ahead and put my value here as 12. 6 tens and 1 more 10 is 7 tens, which have a value of 70. And then 5 and 2 more is 7. So I have 7 hundreds, which have a value of 700. Now I'm going to add, again, remembering that I have 7 tens here and 1 10 here. So my sum, or my answer, is going to have 8 tens. So I have 782. Go ahead and try this problem on your own. 709 plus 115. Pause the video and check back to check your work. So I have 709 plus 115. I have 700s, 0 tens, because there is a 0 in the tens place, and 9 ones. Then I have 100, 110, and 5 ones. Since I had more than 10 in a place value, I circled those 10. So that gave me 14 ones. 1 10 plus no tens is still 10. And 7 tens and 1 more 100 is 8 hundreds, which has a value of 800. So when I add these all together, again, remembering that 110 plus 110 is 2 tens. That's why I have 2 tens in my sum. We can also count this number to verify that we are correct. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 810, 820, 821, 822, 823, 824. Remember, since this is a group of 10 ones, I can still keep counting by 10 instead of switching over to counting by ones. But if I was having trouble with that, I could count by ones until I got all the way up to 824 as well.